Hi everybody, this is a quick video to explain your classroom management project. So this is information that you've been gathering throughout the semester, things we've talked about related to setting up your classroom and how you're going to manage student work and instruction and managing behavior along with that, the physical aspects of how you set the classroom up physically, all of those different things. You're going to pull that all together and give me an overall classroom management plan. So how will you set up your ideal classroom? This assignment should be a fun one because you can show me this any way you choose. Be as creative as you like. In the past, I've had students make videos. I've had them use Padlet. I've had them use PowerPoints with voiceovers. I've had them just do a video on Screencast-O-Matic, Prezi. There's tons of different ways that you can go about doing this. And anything goes as long as you answer the questions that I have for you. So let me just show you. This is posted on D2L. As you can see, you're going to work on this independently. So each one of you will give me a separate one, and you're going to describe for me all the different aspects of your classroom. So you'll start with a description of your school and what that school, so what type of school is it? Is it a elementary, middle, high school, public school, private school? Like, where do you see yourself teaching? What type of school are you in? Is it rural? Is it urban? Is it suburban? And what type of classroom are you in as well? Within your description of your school, I'd like you to tell me about your PBIS plan. We developed a PBIS plan for our classroom and for our school. I'd like you to develop a PBIS plan for your school and tell me what those expectations are and how kids get rewarded and all of that information that you learned before. Then you're going to give me a description of the class specifically. So you're going to tell me about what type of classroom do you see yourself working in when you graduate. If you're really open, just pick one that would be your favorite. Then, sorry, the dogs are barking and I'm waiting for them to stop. Then you're going to tell me about what type of classroom it is and why you've chosen this type of classroom. I don't just want you to tell me, oh, this is what it looks like, or this is what it's going to be, or this is what I'm going to teach in. I want you to tell me the why of the decisions that you're making. So give me your rationale for why you've made the choices that you've made throughout this project. Why is it a good idea? Why would this be the ideal place to work? Using things that you've learned in this class and in other classes to back up the decisions that you're making. You'll describe the students that you see yourself working with, their ages, their grades, the educational labels, how many students you think would be in the class, and then also a description of the staff that you'd be working with. That's important as well. To have an understanding of who you might be working with and what that could look like. Next, you're going to want to give a description of the different components of the plan. Now, this is going to go back to a couple weeks before spring break when we looked at that CHAMPS article and we looked at those different activities or the different tasks, I think they call it in that CHAMPS article. So I want to know about what your daily schedule is going to look like. What is the physical space of your classroom going to look like? How are you going to set it up? What attention signal are you going to use? How are you going to begin and end routines in the classroom? What will your rules look like? Remember that your rules should align to your school-wide plan that you discussed at the beginning. And how will you organize student work? So all of this information, again, you're going to use that CHAMPS article. You're going to use the presentations that your classmates created. that are posted on D2L for you to review about each one of those different tasks that were included in the CHAMPS article. There's information about all of these tasks in your Kern book, in the book for class, as well as things that we've discussed and things that you've learned in other classes. All of those sources are fair game for this project. Once you've described all that, again, telling me what you're going to do and why you've chosen to do it that way. What made you choose to do it one way versus the other. In addition to that, I'm also going to be looking at the quality of the project that you put together for me. So how is it? Is it organized well? Is it easy to follow? Is it creative? Did you come up with innovative and interesting ways to show what your classroom was going to look like? The description of the classroom should be complete, so you need to answer all of those questions that I've just given you. Any supplemental materials that are asked for should be included. And then, of course, in any of the written work, I'm looking for correct grammar and spelling and all of those sorts of things. So again, this is really your chance to be creative and make that dream classroom of yours and let me know what that's going to look like. This is a presentation that only I will see. It won't be posted for the rest of the class. It'll just be reviewed by me to provide a grade. So if you have any questions, again, you can ask those during virtual happy hour or virtual office hours, or sorry about that, or you can send me an email at any time. Okay, see you all later.